Oh well, you already went live. So never mind.
All right, go ahead.
No. All right. So,
Hello, team. I've arrived.
hello, Danielle. How are you today?
Yay! Hi, D.
Hey, girl. Hey, boys.
Yo.
Oh, okay.
I just got home from my employment, and I'm ready to go.
Dedication. She fresh off the clock, and clocking back into the podcast.
Oh,
That's
I
what I'm
clocked
talking
out, raced home, just slammed an IPA beer, and I have one on deck, so I'm ready to go, you guys.
All right.
Oh wow, good to go, girl.
I guess we can get this going. Let me position my microphone because, like I said, I'm in position. Wow. Yeah, position my microphone because I'm in so much back pain. Holy shit.
Lo siento. I'm sorry. Sorry.
You know,
Wait. Okay. So I'm looking at the doc and who's taking what? I've been a little vacant. Sure. Okay. I don't just assign me whatever.
Okay.
Val, do you want to do SmackDown?
Val got.
Yeah, I put my name next to it, and I started adding more notes because I watched it twice.
You didn't watch 205 Live, did you?
No, I didn't. I
didn't either. But
Raw and SmackDown.
Raw and SmackDown, yeah, same thing, yeah.
You and I will do 205. I'll let you do NXT.
Yeah, yes. I'm just here. I'm just gonna be, I'm just here.
So Pat, you're doing 205 Live. Oh, never mind.
No, I'll do 205. Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just here. I'm just gonna,
wait.
Yeah,
Pat, how about you do Raw then? Because I prefer NXT anyways. So.
Okay, we're good.
All right, there we go. Yeah, that yeah. That sounded like Porky Pig for a minute.
Go team.
All right.
I just sorry I just layeth the smacketh down on a signing situation. So
okay, here we go. All right, is everyone ready?
Teamwork.
Okay.
Makes a dream work.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 12th episode of Scheduled for One Fall. I am Patrick alongside Val Capone, Viva Danielle, or AKA La Flama Blanca. Also Simon, AKA Black Market Ivan, AKA the racist guy. In the podcast.
I don't know if that's a title I'd ever be proud of, Ivan, but congratulations, Black Market Ivan.
But it's okay because he's mixed with literally everything.
That's true. He kind of is our international race person here.
Yeah, we don't want to. Yeah. Anyway, how's everyone doing, and what are you guys drinking on? Let's ladies first.
Go ahead, Val. You tell me what's up, and I'll follow you.
Okay. I'm currently shutting down some smack talking of Candice LeRae on the interwebs because I'm furious that somebody said, but can she wrestle? Because she main evented tonight. Like, Broseph, get your shit together before you shit talk the Killer Cupcake. He's like, they look undertrained because 2002 is when she started. Girl, get your story straight. Come on now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I'm drinking up, a cup full of Haterade.
Ooh, it's my choice. I like that.
Yeah, and also water because I have to work the fantastic Chicago Cubs game tomorrow that hopefully will not freeze my tatas off. I just watched a news broadcast that said 1 year ago today it was 76 degrees. It made me want to just stab myself in the face with a fork.
Yeah, I'm sick of this shit.
If that isn't enough reason to drink, I don't know what is. I'm just saying.
I know. You know what? I have some of that Boom Boom Cabana wine left. I should probably finish that off. Even though I have a game Saturday and I usually don't drink the weekend games, but I feel like some Boom Boom Syrah from Washington State since I had to bail on a roller derby tournament today. I was supposed to be in Oregon, actually. So Oregon.
Oh shit, that's not up the block. That's like across the fucking country. But
yeah, but unfortunately, I had to miss 4 days of work at the office. Wrigley Field is an outdoor office, and so I had to decline a wonderful invitation to announce one of the best roller derby tournaments in the country. But that's okay because now I can watch all the wrestling and enjoy life and not stress about finances. Anyway, so yeah, Haterade, some Boom Boom Syrah, and of course some water out of my Stone Cold drink shaker. with
Oh,
some
hell
BCAAs.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'll be joining you with partaking in this. It's a brewing company I've just got introduced to called Trouble Brewing out of Rochester, New York. And it was a variety pack because, I got to keep it affordable. And I am going to crack open, because this is in a can, and it is called Red Flag, and it is an amber ale.
Everyone be quiet. And not you, everyone at home listening, be quiet. Oh.
Ooh, okay, ready?
Pour it.
Time to pour. Oh,
Pour it.
yes.
So this is the Amber Moon drink. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
The Ember Moon, but the Amber Moon. I see what
You
you
know
did there,
what?
friend.
Pat, you just took my line. You took my line.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
I was going to wait for the right moment.
You should have put your line in the docs.
Son of a
you
bitch.
should put your line in the doc. Now I feel like a shithead.
Danielle, how does this drink correspond to wrestling this week?
Well, again, I'm all about packaging, and the actual brewing company is what got me hooked. And I thought Trouble was a brewing all this week with the Superstar Shakeup. And I'm like, you know what? This variety pack kind of entails everything that's happened in this week's downfall of WWE wrestling. So,
my.
that's why I've chosen.
And this beer is called Red Flag. So looks like a lot of red flags went up for you.
Yes.
Sounds like.
Yes.
So
half of it is sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but half of it is because of the Instagram spoilers on my news feed. So I'm just a little bitter about that.
Yeah,
but anyways, moving on. I'm gonna enjoy this beverage and join Val in partaking, and Black Market Ivan is also joining me. And how about you, share what's going on?
So I'm having also from this variety pack.
You're drinking?
I am having a beer.
Shit.
This is the first time in a few weeks I haven't been taking something that couldn't be combined with liquor. So no more Viagra this week, which is good. So I have also having
Danielle's tired.
I'm also having Trouble Brewing. I don't know which one mine is. It's the Belgian wheat, and unfortunately I already cracked it open. So but one crack is good enough. But but I can. Okay, listen, guys, listen.
Cheers.
Clink them, and you're gonna hear me sip. Watch.
That was more like a slurp.
That was like a slurp.
Oh,
that was like a slurp-a-derp.
Yeah, slurp it up.
So that, Pat, what are you drinking?
What?
She's getting weird early, guys.
Slurp-a-derp.
Oh, that was that Quad City DJ song back in the 90s.
Yeah, but it's saying it sounds like something our troop would say. I am currently drinking on off-brand cran apple juice because I can't drink this week. I am in so much pain, so I've been popping painkillers like I'm Max Payne, and I am like or Kurt Angle in TNA. I really don't.
Or Kurt Angle now.
Yeah. It's sad. I kind of wish he was popping pills. He can't. Maybe he can get his promos right. But yeah, I'm only I'm drinking cran.
Dictionary in front of him of how to properly pronounce names.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Mr. Angle, but yeah, I'm just sipping on cran apple cherry. Actually, I haven't sipped on it yet. I got the whole bottle in front of me because I'm a complete fat ass, and I'm gonna crack this bad boy open right now, doing my Danielle impression.
All right, let's hear
it. Let's hear it.
And, let me
that
open
was
it.
super Danielle.
And
I'm gonna crack this bad boy open right now.
All right, here we go. There you go. Well, you didn't really hear nothing.
I heard the plastic. Shredding from the lower part of the plastic.
Right. So I'm like, crack this bad boy open right now. Take a sip.
That is. I sound exactly like that. I love it.
So, Pat. I mean, this harkens back to about 10 years ago when we were podcasting, and we would brag about what we were drinking, but it was more of like how little money we spent.
Oh my god.
Boone's Farm.
So yeah, Boone's Farm and Mad Dog 20. So should we make it a mini game every week to not only show what we're drinking, but also brag about how little we spent on said drinks because I mean I think we should celebrate your value priced cran apple drink.
Yeah,
my haterade is free 99 for this mofo smack talking Candice LeRae like this.
Yeah,
not in my
put
watch.
that guy's Twitter account on blast.
I don't even want to give that guy any credit because you know what? Maybe he's just ignorant and he just doesn't know. Because I'm looking at his profile and he's a gamer. If I can make you laugh, it's a good day is in his profile. So I'm not even going to hate too much on him, but also F this dude. And he better learn more about Miss Candice LeRae because no.
Gotta learn more. Okay,
Sorry, there's a spot in the pen for him.
Yeah, yes. Definitely a spot in the pen.
Whoa. He just said has nothing to do with gender. I just don't see the same potential of Ember Moon. She's the world. No. Somebody else talk. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Right,
Athena, Ember Moon, whatever you want to call her, however much street cred you want to deal with.
Does this guy's beard extend to his neck by any chance?
No. He actually is really like a cute little sweetheart. He has a gay pride flag on his profile. He looks like
well,
he's
now
in
we
a
can't talk trash about
We
it.
definitely not in this
No,
climate.
We're not gonna be a hate crime podcast.
Now we can't say anything. Great. We support you. Balor Club is for everyone. So
yes, it is for everyone. It's all right, man.
I mean he's cute and he's very happy and he's invited Helen Hunt and Susan Sarandon to his wedding with his dude. That's cool. But he needs to invite himself to learn more about Candice LeRae's amazingness.
We want to put B_Corey_C in the penitentiary. So
yes, Corey Slam.
Yeah.
Did it.
So hold on. Okay, Google, turn your volume to 90%. Okay, Google, what time is it in Japan right now?
The time in Tokyo, Japan is 12:13 p.m.
Whoa, they're in the future.
So guys, what that means is that I'm taking you is Pat. I'm gonna add my own sound effects. Okay,
I'm about to say something. We have the technology for that.
Future, and it is April 19th at 12 p.m. and we're going to talk about New Japan's huge show that's going on. They've got Road to Dantaku, and it's a 5-night show. New Japan is all about these multiple night shows. So the most recent showing was a night 2, which was Saturday the 14th. So I'm just going to go over that. I'm not going to talk about night 1. And then we've got the final 3 shows on the 23rd, 24th, and 27th. So real quick, we'll go over Saturday's show. Of course, the first few matches were some young boys, some old timers. We had Ken Narita defeating Yota Tsuji, Yuji Nagata defeating Shota Umino. Then we got a little up in the mid card. Ryusuke Taguchi, Manabu Nakanishi, and Tomoyoku Oka defeated Hiroyoshi Tenzan, Tetsuhiro Yagi, and Tiger Mask 4. Now we get into the main card here. We got Taka. He just goes by Taka, all caps nowadays. Takashi Iizuka and Tai Chi, which represent Suzuki-gun, defeating, once again, this is a shocker, but Suzuki-gun is a powerful stable, defeating Roppongi 3K with Rocky Romero. So that's Sho, Yo, and Rocky Romero, their manager / wrestler. Then we had Toru Yano and Tomohiro Ishii, the stone-faced pit bull, representing Chaos, defeating Toa Henare and Togi Makabe. These are some young up-and-comers. Toa Henare he's that kind of Tongan / Samoan looking guy. He's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Big things to come from him. Juice Robinson, David Finlay, Michael Elgin, and Kushida, Back to the Future guy, for those of you unaware, defeated the IWGP US champion Switchblade Jay White, Will Ospreay, which I believe is still the IWGP Junior Heavyweight champion.
Yes, he is.
Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, all representing Chaos. This is proper Chaos, not Chaos Sanity.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Which we'll get back. We'll get to that later, Val.
Oh, that's a nomination.
It's in my notes. Actually, I do want to talk about it.
We'll talk. We'll get there. Then Val Capone's future ex-husband Minoru Suzuki Lance Archer and Davey Boy Smith, aka Killer Elite Squad, Yoshinobu Kanemaru and El Desperado, all repping Suzuki-gun again, defeated, once again, huge upset, Tetsuya Naito, Hiromu Takahashi, Sanada, the returning Evil, and Bushi of Los Ingobernables de Japón. So it looks like all around just solid stuff. No Bullet Club representation at all, but we do have 3 more nights left. And to be quite honest, I'm not too sure what Road to Dontaku leads to, if it leads to a title shot or a #1 contender type thing, but more to come next week. So like I said, the 23rd, 24th, 27th. So by next week, we will have the results from nights 3 and 4, but not night 5. So we'll keep you guys posted. Now, guys, let's go back in time to the present. That's some confusion. That's
what just happened? I'm not that drunk.
That's confusing. And guys, listen. Let's get serious for a moment, okay?
Okay.
I don't know if that's possible, guys.
A lot of stuff's going on in the world, man. All over the world, man. You got poverty, war, racism. You got all types of stuff, right?
Definitely racism.
Why you gotta say racist, Ivan?
The one thing, hold the glue of our civilization, what separates us from the animals, is you, Pat, giving us the WWE Raw results from this past Monday.
I thought you were gonna say this, the Superstar Shakedown.
Wow.
Ooh, this is like such amazing commentary.
Or is it the sweet music video that we were treated to on both Pat's critique and my critique?
Okay, why don't we start with that? Why don't we start with that? Yeah. What is with the "We are the people, we are the world" of the?
Oh my God, we are the wrestlers.
That was the most. I took the longest piss break because of that.
You're still pissing.
I'm pissing right now in the living room.
I had to watch it twice to make sure it was real. I thought maybe I hit my head.
I think it's some good screenshots out of that commercial of people like with their mouths open and looking kind of crazy. So yeah, I mean,
like
I enjoyed it.
When Bailey threw her hands up like she was a diva singing the national anthem. That was pretty sweet. And Finn Balor was smiling as gorgeous as he always does, but it looked like he was giggling so hard because he's like, "For fuck's sake, what am I doing in a recorded studio?"
For fuck's sake.
Like, it was just so good.
Why am I recording this?
Yeah, we were watching Raw, and that came up, and Danielle, about 10 seconds in, when we realized what happened, we just muted it. And then on SmackDown, we were watching like a replay of it, and that showed up, and we just forwarded through it. I'm like, I still don't know how the whole song sounds, and I will.
I don't
ever want to see it again.
I mean, or I can find it and play it for you right now.
How about say who knows? That might be the show opener on this podcast.
Oh, shit.
Oh my! I will. I'm signing my resignation if that actually happens.
Okay, I won't do that. I won't.
On a day like today, you want to do that? I don't think you want to quit on wrestling because Bruno Sammartino never quit on us. So,
yes,
but unfortunately,
rest in peace.
R.I.P. Rest in peace. Rest in power. Rest in perfection. Bruno Sammartino.
That song, he woke up.
Oh,
and he was like,
no.
He's like, I did so. He was just waking up. He was just ruminating on his life and how much he's.
I didn't sell out Madison Square Garden for 187 shows for this crap.
Yeah. And he was like, okay, that's it. It's kind of like those World War II veterans, you know, that they see some really dumb, like there's some meme on the internet that's like a kid in a furry costume during his birthday party, and his dad is in the background saying, "I didn't fight World War II for this." So this is the same thing. So good job, WWE. You killed.
Wow.
Martino,
damn.
Oh no! Don't even say it out loud, man.
That's wild.
Harsh.
Yeah,
but he really did.
Am I wrong?
Did sell out Madison Square Garden 187 times. 188 technically, if you count his induction in the Hall of Fame.
No, that's not true. So, Dave Meltzer knows everything about wrestling. He said that was very fabricated, but who knows? I don't care. Who cares? Rest in peace.
I want to let him have that because 187. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? That's 188 impressive. If you count.
I mean, Jay-Z has
Hall of Fame induction.
Beyonce has.
Yeah, and Beyonce can't touch that, and she can. I mean, she is goddess.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Don't mess with the beehive, okay?
I'm not. Hey, I'm part of the beehive boy.
Let this kid say one more word. Let this kid say one more word about Candace. Sorry.
What do you say now?
Nothing. I'm just waiting. He went back and liked all my stuff after I schooled him.
Why don't we all just start quoting incendiary Jay-Z and Beyonce lyrics to him?
Oh,
yes.
Oh.
Okay, so while you guys are doing that, I will talk about what happened on Monday Night Raw.
Wait, guys, he admitted his mistakes. Oh, he's grown.
What do you say?
I will check that out. Perhaps I am mistaken, but I still don't see strong character gimmicks or names. Seems like temporary wrestlers.
Can you do me a favor?
Okay, well, at least
do me a favor.
Yes.
Can you tweet at him and say, "Why don't you make like Bruno Sammartino?"
Oh, I will not do that.
And
That guy survived.
Sell out Madison Square Garden 187 times.
Oh, okay. No, that's better. Okay.
188.
Okay, so we kick off Monday Night Raw with
Rest
sober.
Rest in peace. He would have liked it this way.
Yes. So we kick off Monday Night Raw with a sober Kurt Angle. Unfortunately, he comes out to the ring and he's saying that this is going to be a big show. We got the superstar.
Superstar. That's right, Pat. You're accurate.
Yeah. Yes, the superstar.
Pat, you're a superstar.
I am. Oh my God.
Stupid.
Wow. So
it was a great show, guys. I'll see you next week.
Yeah. So as he's making this announcement,
is that racist? Question mark.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'll put the soundbite up.
Oh, that's racist.
That's the song.
No, that's a song. That's a thing.
Actually,
hey, that's the word,
the song. That is not the word.
Anyway, Jinder Mahal comes out.
I'm getting proven wrong right now. Wait, pause for it, guys.
No. Yeah, but he forgot the hot. That's on my workout playlist, y'all.
We're giving Jinder Mahal too much shine on this podcast. So anyway, Jinder Mahal comes out, pretty much says that Monday Night Raw is kind of his show. He demands private jets and stuff like that because he is the modern day Maharaja. Out comes a sober Jeff Hardy. They have a match, and Jeff Hardy wins. So that was he's the new U.S. champion for that. Then we go to man, I know I'm gonna get shit for this. Piss break. Sorry, Sasha Banks versus Bayley.
Girl, bye.
Was a piss break. Bayley did botch a couple moves. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know what happened between NXT and the second year on the main roster. It seems like Bayley's not into it. I don't know. Maybe she needs to freshen up her character. But anywho, they were fighting, and it ends in a no contest when SmackDown's Riot Squad attacks them. So that makes them a part of the Raw roster now. So Jinder Mahal
Ruby
and
did
Riot
her
Squad.
favorite color is that.
Hey, did you see hey man, did you see Liv Morgan's tongue, man? It was all blue, dog. It's like she was just chilling with some Smurfs, man, and then I ain't even gonna tell you the rest, you know what I'm saying?
I'm confused.
I don't know when we got a second black guy on the show, but hey, now we got one. All right.
They call him Black Market Ivan for a reason, Pat.
So yeah.
Wait, now he's black too? I'm so confused.
He's mixed with everything. Trust me. Okay, so the next match we go to, which was kind of a shocker to me because I thought it would be a squash match, but it was Authors of Pain defeating Heath Slater and Fat Ass Rhino.
Why you gotta be mean about Rhino's girth?
He's really girthy.
But his beard is what's out of control, like legit. Like I don't even think his really size is. He's always been. His name is Rhino. Of course, he's going to be a giant.
But I will say he did get a good ECW chant, and he got in a lot of offense on this match. So I was actually surprised. So the Miz, he has a segment with Miz TV. He says he has a superstar that would change the whole landscape for Monday Night Raw. Out comes Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and they're out there being annoying and stuff out there with Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Out comes Kurt Angle, who's still sober, unfortunately, and he tells them, "Hey, what are you guys doing here? You guys don't work here. You had your opportunity last week. You both blew it. Out comes out this mysterious envelope from, I think, Sami Zayn's tights. And he reads that Stephanie McMahon had signed them to Monday Night Raw. So now they are also a part of the Raw brand. Kurt Angle, he's, like, well, whatever. All right, welcome. But I got off the phone with Shane McMahon and I guess Paige and Daniel Bryant. And you'll be going to SmackDown. So Miz is going to SmackDown, which I'm looking forward to because now we finally get what we've been waiting for the last 2 years to finally happen. Another piss break was Woken Matt Hardy and Jojo Wyatt defeating the Revival to win the tag team eliminator tournament. So I'm kind of confused on this, and I will get back to this because I'm, kind of confused because of the number one contenders. Anyway, Amber Moon defeats Mickie James with an amazing Eclipse. Mickie James sold that shit like she got shot with a fucking shotgun. Was wonderful. Then we go to a racist segment with Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews.
God.
First
I said the same exact thing.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler comes out. He's part of the the shakeup. He arrived to Raw or whatever, and Titus Worldwide. Look, I can do big things for you, player. I got a card. I can, basically trying to win over Dolph Ziggler. Anyway, Dolph Ziggler. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me tonight. Anyway, so Dolph Ziggler's like, hey, I don't need your stupid card, you Negro, and I didn't come along.
He did not even say that.
The way he threw his business card may as well.
It was kind of a racist throw.
Yeah, it was like he threw the card in his face. He probably didn't say Negro, but
no, he definitely didn't say that because I would have.
I don't want to be a part of Titus Worldwide. You colored and you threw the card, and next thing you know, NXT's own Drew McIntyre comes out and they beat the living shit out of Titus Worldwide. I feel so bad for Apollo. Really, first Bobby Lashley comes back, and now you're getting your ass kicked by so many people for the last 4 weeks. So now Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre are now a part of Monday Night Raw, which is pretty dope because I think they're gonna try to recreate the whole HBK Diesel type thing. Drew McIntyre looks in great shape. He was fucking jacked, tall, like he was like 10 feet taller than Dolph Ziggler. I don't know what the fuck happened there. So anyway, I'm trying so hard. I know I've been very high on Roman Reigns, the big dog. The greatest wrestler of our generation.
Oh my gosh!
But he lost me this week. I'm so disappointed in Roman Reigns. Maybe I don't know what it is. He comes out, he cuts these promos, and really the only thing that he can say is that, well, I'm here. I showed up to work. Believe that. Brock didn't. That sucked. I'm here. He ain't. And that's what he's been doing for the last 2 weeks or whatever, 4 weeks he's been running that promo. And out comes Samoa Joe to remind my favorite wrestler, unfortunately, that he's a fucking failure and he always going to get his ass whooped by Brock Lesnar. And when Brock Lesnar's done whooping his ass, he's going to come and whoop his ass. And instead of having a great promo, what does Roman Reigns do? He just calls Samoa Joe a lazy fat ass. That's all.
Seriously.
Like, okay, I was okay when Scott Steiner called him a fat ass. I was okay when he called Samoa Joe Sloppy Joe in TNA.
You're fat. I believe was his exact words. You're fat.
Yeah. So that was cool, but I'm lost with Roman Reigns. He didn't fight again this week, so maybe he's still healing up or taking promo classes or something like that. Anywho, we have.
I think he needs promo classes. I think he's got staples in his skull because it's also the second week in a row that he didn't have his hair all long and scraggly, that he had it slicked back and dry. Yeah, it was pulled back into a man bun and it was dry, not wet.
The big dog bun. Maybe I should grow my hair out and maybe by All In I'll have a Roman Reigns bun. All right. So
I don't think you should do that.
No, I know I would look crazy. It looked like I was part of Prince and the Revolution or something. Out comes Natalia.
That's not a bad thing, okay?
Yeah. SmackDown's Natalia, which is now part of Monday Night Raw, was fighting Mandy Rose, which I think she should get I think she just should leave the whole Absolution, whatever they're called, thing, and just get managed by Goldust. I think it would be wonderful if they do ever do that. But anyway, Sonya Deville comes out there. They're beating the shit out of Natalia. Rowdy Ronda Rousey comes out there and beats the shit out of Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Looked kind of awkward, but you know, like I said, she's still new, so she's getting there. Surprising, Breezango from SmackDown are now on Raw. They defeat The Bar, which I thought was crazy. But you know what's crazy is that they beat them with a roll up. But then I had to think, I don't think they got a finisher. I don't think Breezango has a finisher. So that's the only way you got to finish the match with a roll up. So that was interesting. And then
they have a finisher. They have a finisher. It's the surprise roll up.
Oh, see, you know what? I'm gonna have to fire up my WWE 2K18, and
the variation of it is the distraction roll up. That's their variation.
Okay, so see, I didn't know that because they haven't won a match in like 4 months. So this was new. Yeah. So another piss break match for me, unfortunately, was the main event. You had Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley, and Bob Roode defeating The Miz and the Mizraj, Owens and Zayn. Pretty much, you know, you saw the typical spots that you normally see. 80 sling blades in one match. Fucking Lashley doing his new stalling suplex. You know, the same old. I didn't like it, but I guess, you know, you got to send the fans home happy. Also, other people that came over to Monday Night Raw was Baron Corbin, aka Earthquake Jr. Chad Gable came over, aka who I think should have been Kurt Angle's son. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see if they put back up American Alpha or what's going to happen. Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder came over. Oh man, the Jobber City. The Ascension, they came over too, so you know they're going to be released in no time. And the surprising Mike Kanellis, which I hope they let him change his name to Mike Bennett, and maybe, you know, they can reinvent him. You know, he's been off TV for so long. If you didn't see him in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, you would have missed him because he was in the ring for probably about 8 seconds before he got thrown out. So
I was going to say, if you blinked on Sunday during the Battle Royale, you missed him.
Yeah, you know, and you know, I thought Raw was okay. I thought it was okay this week. It was good to see, you know, the shake up, but man, boy, Val, can you please tell us about what I thought was an amazing WWE SmackDown Live? Can you tell us about
it? Hey guys, it's Paige. Player, holla, holla, holla.
I'm still cringing. I'm still cringing from that Teddy Long moment.
It was a Teddy wrong moment, is what it was. All right, so the show's so nice I had to watch it twice because I enjoyed it so much. I was all amped up to see how the rest of the shakedown, shake up, shake around was going to play out, and started out the evening pretty low key with AJ Styles getting mouthy, Rusev doing his thing, Aiden English with his buzz cut beauty. AJ Styles and Rusev did have a match, but it was AJ Styles took the win via DQ because, of course, Aiden English had to sing in his face and get involved in that mix. So the unlikely alliance, the unlikely alliance of Daniel Bryan decides to come out and help. So then, of course, you know, Paige and Sweaty McMahon decide, you know, they're having a chit chat, and Paige says, a la Teddy Long, that they should make it a tag team match to be the main event of the night. And she was doing the holla, 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 and I wanted to vomit.
Yes.
Yeah.
But instead of vomiting in my own hand and throwing it in my own face, I decided to just take a deep breath and wait and see what happens. So, Shelton Benjamin's out there in the next match, and they were saying, Chad Gable, he wished him well on Monday Night SmackDown, but then Shelton Benjamin swerve, and he said, my Twitter account got hacked. I never would have said that. So then he talked about,
Shelton Benjamin is the whitest black dude I've ever seen.
My Twitter account was hacked. So initially Orton came out to face him, but then all of a sudden Jeff Hardy's music hits and the Viper's like, all right, fuck it. I'm bored. I'm out. I'm going to go take a bath with my hot wife.
Easy night for Clandy Orton. Easy night. Just walk out for
Clandy Orton.
Walked right back in the back.
Clams.
Yeah.
So the first surprise of the night is that Jeff Hardy now is on SmackDown. So the U.S. title picture home, because everybody was going, well, how can the IC and the U.S. title be on the same brand? I mean, I even thought that, honestly. So Jeff Hardy brought it over, la-di-da, meow, meow, meow. We get to the next match. Oh, yeah, Jeff Hardy did defeat Shelton Benjamin. We get to the next match, and it's the Bludgies coming out doing their, Ren Fair dance with their hammers and their angry outfits and, so much burgundy. I would be angry, too. So Harper was in a match up against Jey Uso, and the two just basically destroyed the shit out of the Uso again. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you just start hearing this shrieking. And I was like, is that Carmella or is that a pterodactyl? What is that? It was Naomi. Naomi came running down to the ring, like begging for them to leave Jey Uso alone. And it was, I couldn't tell if it was like, if I enjoyed it or if I was embarrassed for them. Because, yeah, your man lost to Luke Harper, but they're obviously pushing the Bludgeon Brothers hard, so deal with it. But it was just really bad. I thought that was my least favorite moment. That would have been my piss break, but I had to watch it all, And then we see Sin Cara out there. I forgot that he was on the roster. Anybody else? No?
Yeah.
Yes. We both, Simon and I, literally looked at each other like, wait, who is that again?
I thought he was on 205 Live.
So did I. For a split second, I was like, damn, Kalisto got tall. Because
that's racist.
That is racist. Yep. All the luchas look exactly the same. No, then I realized his tattoo, and then I was like, Sin Cara, which used to be one of my favorite lucha names, by the way, because it's fucking brilliant. And who was going to challenge him? But then we get the second big shocker of the night, which I was so excited for. I think this is such a good move. Samoa Joe came out and just whooped all over Cara's face, I guess.
Yeah.
And cut a really brutal, mean, believable, intense. I watched it twice because I was like, nah, he didn't just say that. Still threatening Roman Reigns about how Brock Lesnar is going to destroy him. And then Joe's going to beat up what's left of him and get the big belt. And it was just really, I thought it was awesome.
It was the highlight of the night.
Yeah, it was so good. Yeah. And just the whole crowd was amped to see Joe there chanting as Joe, 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 Joe. It was just pure wrestling markdom bliss in my mind. So up next we have the unfortunate segment known as the Melibration, which, boy, does that ring a bell with anybody?
This was the most god-awful moment of the show.
No? Nobody else? Melibration? No? No? Okay, cool. Oh, okay, cool.
Well, was there another segment of that name?
Yeah, maybe when they were celebrating Nikki's record-breaking, holding the Diva title longer than any other person, they had a Bellabration.
Oh, okay.
Bella.
Yeah, I was thinking of Bliss. There was like a, what did Alexa Bliss have?
Everything's
I thought you had that horrible "This Is Your Life."
That was Bailey. Well, regardless, it was stupid. It was played out. It was dumb. The only thing that made it different was that Carmella, thank sweet baby Jesus in your golden fleece diaper, she did not screech. So
that's
legit,
true. It was like the first time she didn't scream on the damn show.
Absolutely. And I feel like she's really decent on the mic until she screeches. Like I find her engaging and she pisses me off in a good bitchy girl kind of way. But I cannot tolerate it when she starts shrieking. It's just, it tunes out any moment of like hope that I had for Carmella as performer. But I did like her nasty touches of the leopard print all along the ring post, like, and covering up the turnbuckles and stuff. And she kept saying how she missed Frankie, her Money in the Bank briefcase, and how her new belt is named Cleopatra. That's what she's named her. Mm-hmm. And she started singing "It's all about me," which, as if the Mellabration from Bellabration Thievery wasn't stupid enough. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna do "It's all
Val
about
is
me"?
Pissed. Val is pissed. Go ahead. Go off.
Okay, like, first you're gonna screw Emma in every way possible by not letting her have her little douchey beep, 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 beep music.
Yeah, that's
Instead,
true.
you make that, which was like the best, dumbest, weird finger gloves was the best with her blue lipstick. Like, it was just like, that chick is badass. And then they turned her into Emmalina, and for 6 months dragged this girl down a gutter that nobody wants to be in with her. I mean, it was terrible. Debuting her at Festival of Friendship, it was fucking terrible. And then they let Carmella do "It's All About Me" because that has been Emma's thing from day one, and it's also Tennille Dashwood's thing. I saw her at AAW on Friday. So anyway, that all that sorts of shit just pisses me off. And then the queen upon queen upon queens comes out and says, no. This Mellabration needs to cease. The only reason why you won that belt is because those two cackling jackals, or whatever the hell she called them, I guess laughing hyenas, because Australia, they beat me down. The dingoes ate her baby, and that's how Carmella won. So then, speaking of the Iconics, came out, and I'm sorry, that was the remix.
I love it. It's amazing. Keep it.
Okay, so the Iconics came out and shit talked the queen. Peyton did her little pouty baby voice again, which I love, but I hate, but I love, and whatever. It's fucking stupid. So then out comes the homegirl, which, please look on Twitter and check out Becky Lynch's Twitter, because there's a little clip of her backstage, because, last week she said, "Charlotte, I was eating quinoa over in Kettering," and like this time she's like, "Not tonight," and runs out and screams, "Don't eat my quinoa," or "Hold my quinoa," or something along those lines, which is fucking brilliant. She comes out, she starts busting shit up, and it was looking pretty good. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, which I never mind watching Charlotte wrestle, Charlotte was wrestling Billie Kay, because that makes sense. That's usually what settles a fight, of course. Charlotte beat the shit out of Billie Kay. It was beautiful. And Charlotte looked so mean and so angry and hungry for that belt again. It was gorgeous. But then, everything comes to a turn and shit's getting weird. Carmella dares to hit Charlotte with, I don't even want to call it Cleopatra, but hits Charlotte from behind in the back of the dome with the women's title, not named Cleopatra. And so then it's this whole thing, and there's blonde hair everywhere. I'm waiting for a tumbleweave to happen again. And who comes out but the Empress of Tomorrow? Oh, could I love her more? I don't think it's possible. So she comes out basically to assist Charlotte. And I think it's really because the Japanese culture is very much based on and full of respect for one another, especially if you're the superior or the elder. There's a lot of respect shown. And so I really think, and maybe this will change when Asuka decides to come out in her Kana face paint, eating people's lives, clown makeup. But for right now, I think Asuka is like respecting Charlotte because Charlotte bested her and took away the streak. So it was kind of cool to watch Charlotte, Becky, and Asuka have that little trio moment.
What should that tag team? What should that team be called?
Val's Festival of Joy.
The quinoa salad.
Oh my god, I want to heat it up. Actually, do you know what's funny is I legitimately had quinoa today. It's on my Instagram. It's very exciting.
I saw that, man. That's delicious. I'm just saying
it. Delicious.
I'm just saying it so people think that I eat healthy too. I fell off the wagon, but it looked delicious.
First time I had quinoa, I came home and I told Danielle, I was like, "Wow, hey, I had this thing called quinoa that's so delicious," and she's been roasting me for like the last 10 years about that.
Well, I definitely had quinoa today. It was fantastic, and I felt like Becky Lynch while I was eating it, and then she was eating it later on. It was like it was meant to be. I'm a creep. It's okay. So speaking of creeping backstage, I forgot to mention this part. Was Big Cass's return. How about that, huh?
They showed his nipples.
That's yeah. Oh my God, those pizza slices, pepperoni slices, all over Daniel Bryan's face. Doesn't he know that? Yeah, Daniel Bryan is a vegetarian. Why are you shoving that pepperoni in his mouth? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was kind of weird.
You think Carmella has names for his nipples too?
I don't know. I think it's called Broke and Up because they broke up, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, a while back. It's been a rough week.
Which hard pause. John Cena and Nikki Bella, thoughts?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. There's no such thing as true love.
Yep.
Pat, thoughts?
If John Cena can't find real love, then who the fuck can?
You know what though? He seems to me. I didn't watch many episodes of Total Divas, but the way Danielle explained to me, he seems like a pretty particular control freak. In his life.
He had her sign a 75-page contract, and I think in the contract she's listed at his house as a guest, and also, man, he's savage. And it's also stated in the contract if they ever broke up that she would have to leave the premises immediately.
Oh my God.
So yeah, man, John Cena.
I'm also curious to see if that actually, because I mean, I did watch Total Divas during that point because it was right when I had some surgery, so I was stuck in bed all day. So it was either the Kardashians or the Divas. So clearly, I went Divas. And then I watched Total Bellas and their fellas, and it was a big bone of contention with Brie. Brie was like, "What are you allowing this to happen for?" And she's like, "But I love him, and I'm a needy monster." And she would even joke about it. And, she's like, yeah, like I was out and about the day that they broke up. I was at Target or Targetto, depending on how you look at it. And I was in the toy aisle because I always look for random, awesome wrestling shit, right? And it was so sad. There's like the Miz and Maurice set of them dressed like Nikki and John from WrestleMania promos. God,
really? There's toys of that?
Yeah, and they are both like smiling, like grinning, like the Joker put some shit in their hairspray.
I was gonna say, how do you think they feel right at this when that announcement? Where they're like, "Uh-oh."
You know what? Here's the thing: true love isn't dead. It's just hella heel, is all I gotta say. Like, because, I mean, and then they also, I kind of want to order it.
I'm so sorry. Could this? If John Cena came out next week, he would probably come out to even more boos. And could you? I don't think he's gonna do this out of respect for her. Could you imagine if he came out and he was like, "All right, ladies, I'm back on the market," or something really horrible like that? Like that would be the ultimate heel turn,
I feel like if this was like 15, maybe 18 years ago, like early 2000s, I feel like that WWE would use this breakup as an angle.
Oh, completely.
Like the Matt Hardy and Lita thing.
Oh, yeah. God, it's just brutal. And so I hope people are respectful to the two of them, because I know that everybody's like, oh, they're robots and they're not even real love. I think that they truly, genuinely do love each other. It's just hard to live that life and have a tag team partner. You know what I mean? I couldn't even imagine. It's hard enough for me, and I'm not even a real celebrity. I'm a faux celebrity. I'm like a triple F celebrity. Yeah.
Well, let's just hope Dolph Ziggler doesn't cash in and try to win Nikki Bella back. But
he already tried to turn in that Money in the Bank contract, and it didn't work out so well for him that time around. So, Big Cass came back, and in addition to Big Cass and Asuka, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy, we also had some like not shown on the screen arrivals, such as Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, which isn't really that big of a surprise. They just showed the graphic of them. They had a nice promo package of Gallows and Anderson in the club coming to SmackDown, which that was kind of a surpg to me. I guess they really want to separate Finn from them.
That sucks. Then why put them together in the first place? Why make these OG Bullet Club shirts? Why?
What is the Balor? What is Danielle and I were talking about? Is the quote unquote the Balor Club just the audience now? Is that just like saying the WWE universe?
I think so. I think it really is. I think it's a WWE universe. I also think, honestly, and this is just me being creepy WWEshop.com girl, I think that maybe those shirts didn't sell as quickly as they thought they were, and they were like, all right, well, we gave it a chance and it didn't work. but this Balor for everyone thing is working. So let's just keep him solo and let's keep the Balor Club being the audience. I really
Corey
do.
Graves
I
did say Bullet Club Monday, so
I'm really
oh
shocked
yeah,
that was job.
Yeah.
That was the sexiest slip up ever because I was like, "Yeah, say it, bitch."
Vince McMahon was probably like, "Damn it, damn done."
Speaking of slip ups, though, I don't know if I feel like it had to have been 100% intentional. That when they announced Sanity, they had the word chaos really large right as they announced the new tag team that was coming to SmackDown Live, and then they briefly showed Sanity, the font of Sanity, and it was just the 3 dudes from Sanity.
I'm very upset about that.
What the fuck? So either Nikki Cross has some injury we don't know about, or they're going to have Nikki Cross do something spectacular and solo on her own because she hasn't really been around lately. When's the last time we saw her?
That is true, but she is the heart of Sanity. That what makes them like a special group is
so
when
this
she's
is what
there,
I've been
everyone
hearing.
crazy.
Well, 2 things is, damn, Okada, if I didn't love you before, oh my God, Kazuchika Okada, I heart you times infinity. Because when they said chaos is coming, his tweet was, actually, we're in Japan at the moment, which was brilliant. Anyway, so let's go back from the future, back to Sanity. Nikki Cross not being with the 3 of them kind of makes me think there was like the talk about Bray Wyatt mixing in with Sanity and having them be the new Wyatt family, but they put him on the wrong brand. So is Nikki going to be part of the Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy, Ultimate Deletion craziness? I mean, who knows? It's going to be really interesting to see. Something that was kind of interesting is, as Patrick mentioned, Fashion Police got the win on Monday night, and the bar was furious, and they were bitching, and boom, there they are on Tuesday night. So kind of interesting to move the bar over to Tuesday night. We're going to see how that plays out with.
But what happens?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like so. Well, I mean, I guess we know what's going to happen now. If Matt Hardy and Bray are going to take on the bar at the greatest pay-per-view of all time, or whatever the fuck it's called.
The greatest house show that is not a pay-per-view of all time.
The greatest house show that's going to be on the WWE network for free if you're a new subscriber. Like what? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, like now we know Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are going to win the titles unless they're going to take. If the bar wins, they're going to take the titles over to Tuesday, which makes no sense because the belts are red. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
Unless they redesigned them, which I think they should. But I mean, I don't know.
maybe what they're trying to do, since they're doing dual branded pay-per-views again, maybe they're just going to have a tag team title that floats back and forth like they used to.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
hopefully.
But then again, you can't sell a shit ton of red belts and a shit ton of blue belts if you only have one belt. You know what I mean? So maybe they're going to make a purple belt, and that's the unify because red plus blue equals purple.
Yeah, and then they can double for a 205 Live tag team belt as well. So hey,
yeah, there you go.
Kill all the
and then so in addition to that, we had this. They showed the bar, and the bar talked about destroying the Shield and the New Day and the this and the that. So then they cut to the back, and the immortal R-Truth is there, and everyone cheers. And New Day's there, and then all of a sudden, boom, Ty Dillinger, Perfect 10 is there, and everyone's kind of like hesitant, like, what's going on, what's going on? They had the longest secret handshake I've ever seen in my life, but it was amazing. And then the best part of the segment was when R-Truth goes, all right, he thinks that they're on Raw.
Like it's good for all of us to be together on Raw again.
On Raw again. And I was just like, but anyway, so that was exciting.
I thought it was guy. And who knows? Maybe this will maybe form the Perfect Truth. Maybe
Perfect Truth would be pretty good.
Yeah, so
they had that Patrick. I think we got to practice that handshake. So when we go to wrestling events together, we can do it and razzle dazzle people.
Yes, people are gonna be like, what the fuck? But that's okay.
And then we'll just say, "What's up?
Yeah,
what's up?"
Yeah, and by then my hair would have been grown out some more. I can just get dreads like R-Truth. We just
there you go, and I'll be a perfect 9.5. It'll be great.
9.5.
And what also is kind of great is what I figured was going to happen. I really truly was like, all right, this is happening when he lost the belt. Andrade Cien Almas with Zelina Vega. come into the main roster.
I don't know how it's music go, but
I feel like that's probably definitely it. It was kind of cool because she talked about how she's a business manager, and then they cut to him speaking in Spanish, cutting a mini promo. I thought it was cool. But the coolest acquisition of all, clearly, Ahmed Johnson.
Excuse me?
It wasn't televised, so.
Oh, he wasn't? Oh, he must be the janitor on SmackDown. He's the one that fucking takes apart the ring.
He's probably gonna take a title shot before Apollo Crews as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
God.
Back. He can come back as Apollo's granddad or something. I don't know.
The granddaddiest of them all. Isn't that what this upcoming house show is?
Yeah, the granddaddy.
The Ahmed Johnson Battle Royale Memorial house show.
With Jeff Jarrett saying his name, man, the possibilities are endless. We might see him in the Hall of Fame. We're going to keep it going.
Patrick will start crying, sobbing, and weeping if that happens.
I probably
would. So to close out the show right after the beautiful Ahmed Johnson discovery in the janitor's closet of Providence, Rhode Island, or wherever the hell they were. Oh yeah, because that's right. They were in Providence, weren't they? Because the Miz said that he wasn't going to be there, and they showed his baby and his wife and all this and that. That was part of his promo. Yeah. So the janitor closet, the Ahmed Johnson Memorial Janitorial Closet of Providence, Rhode Island, gave way to the main event for the evening. AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. You know, I feel like that's a really awesome tag team to watch, tag team scenario, and watching Rusev and Aiden English, excuse me. I like that they gave Rusev the main event after. Is that their way of apologizing for like being so 50-50 on the casket match? Like, no, you're off it, brother. Now you're on it, brother. No, you're off it. Okay, now you're on it. Your wife said it was okay. You can wrestle the Undertaker in a casket. Cool. Hopefully they wrestle inside of a casket. That would be the best.
Oh wow!
But this main event
ended in contact in that match. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I don't discriminate.
You want to see Mark Calloway's?
I'll see anybody's situation. Okay,
casket.
I'm not
I just want to say casket all the time. It doesn't even sound like a real word anymore. How many times I've read it in the press, the wrestling press, I should say. So that main event ended in no contest, of course, when Big Cass came to give the big boots to everybody and kind of show his big pepperonis to everybody and
get these nipples.
Oh my
nipples! That's gonna be a new shirt.
I mean, oh stars! No, I haven't even looked at WWE.com yet. Although I was looking at it today. They are out of Charlotte Flair socks. Just so everybody knows, I'm really pissed.
Guys, speaking of Big Cass, let me ask you guys a sincere question, okay? What will you do or say, not if, but when Enzo comes back?
He won't be in WWE.
Yeah,
you know he'll come back. You know he'll be brought back. He's a merchandise machine.
Yeah, but he's also really bad for their sponsors. And we saw,
he was cleared. I'm not saying he should come back, but he was cleared of everything. The kids love him. Merchandise sales will go through the roof.
The fact that he lied about it and didn't tell them, I think that's going to stay forever with him.
Yeah,
guys, if it takes until scheduled for One Fall episode 2000, it's going to happen.
I'm telling you, Enzo will be.
Is he going to replace me as a co-host? Is that what's happening here?
No, like it's crazy that you mentioned, redacted, because on his Instagram today he deleted all his Instagram pictures of him with all celebrities and stuff or whatever. And he made an Instagram story where he quoted Denzel Washington saying like, hey, you don't put everything on social media and, don't worry because there's things happening in the background, big things and stuff like that. So, I don't know, maybe he has something planned, maybe he might, it'd be crazy if he went to New Japan, but,
what's Vincenzo doing in the Impact Zone?
Yeah, Vincenzo.
Well, I can tell you that if you want an Enzo Amore certified G wig, it is only $5.99 on WWE Shop. And the snapback hat, which I have one and I actually really love it. I just hate that I can never wear it again because it grosses me out. Is only $3.49. So if you want to get your swag, some pop figures. Oh yeah, cup of Haterade.
Yeah,
there's
So yeah,
you want a car magnet?
Maybe him, Bill Cosby, and Harvey Weinstein will be a new stable in NXT.
Damn!
Wow, yeah.
Dude, that's harsh. And there's unfortunately a lot of wrestling people that would also be in there with them.
Mike Elgin, fuck him. Bill DeMott, fuck him.
Oh, Bill DeMott, oh god.
Fuck all those guys. You can eat shit, flaming shit.
Ooh,
but that's enough
Danielle,
of that.
Danielle, there's just so you know, you too can be fashionable in the Enzo Amore vein of things with the I Got the Sauce women's authentic T-shirt for only $7.99.
That's gonna be a hard pass.
I think he was talking about another sauce though. When it anyway, anywho, that was enough of that. So we get we got Raw and SmackDown covered. Mr. Black Market, Ivan. I weighed myself today, and I was 221 pounds. Now, if I lost a little more weight, I could probably qualify for 205 Live. So until then, I want to try to lose weight. But before we get, before I lose weight, can you tell us about what happened tonight? Or yesterday?
Guess who also failed the weigh-in for 205? Buddy Murphy, who made a huge splash this month, had a segment where he was gonna face, Cedric Alexander for the championship or cruiserweight championship, and at what the internet, not me, what the internet is calling the Sand Rumble.
No, really?
But he was disqualified from 205 Live because he failed the weigh-in. And so now Drake Maverick announced a gauntlet match next week to determine the new #1 contender.
Hold on, wait, this is a real thing? He failed the weigh-in?
That was a segment,
Yep.
So was he 206?
It was something, something arbitrary like that. But either they're going to make this an ongoing thing, or
I think so because every episode since he's been on 205 Live, they have mentioned his weight. He's the only person. Granted, he looks bigger and taller than a lot of the guys, except for Tony Nese, 78 pack. Like they have mentioned his weight multiple times.
So he's kind of like the Nia Jax of 205 Live, pretty much, right?
Which is like, can we get over this body shaming bullshit for a second and just let the dude wrestle and don't be gross about people's size? Ugh.
So over it. Yes.
No me gusta.
So then we had Mustafa Ali, our boy, defeating Arya Davari.
Yeah.
Minnesota's own.
That's excellent. Yeah. We had Gentleman Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick defeating local competitors.
I wish that they would call up somebody from Chikara, just because that would be so great to see some of those guys or girls work in the ring, especially if Drew Gulak is in the house, because he's very Chikara centric. Like if I could see like Los Ice Creams against Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick, the Brian Kendrick. If you don't know Los Ice Creams, please, for the love of all that is wrestling good, look up Los Ice Creams.
I'll look them up after this. I'll look them up. Okay. Then, and they're part of Chikara?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look them up. And then the separate but equal match, Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik defeated Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami in a tornado tag match.
Seems like a racist match.
Race wars. Look, it's time for Hideo Itami to go back to Japan. It didn't work.
It's a failed experiment. I don't know what they're doing with him.
It didn't work here in NXT, and I was so happy when they announced that Kenta was coming to NXT. And I don't know. I know it was injuries, but it's not working. Go back to Noah or New Japan or something like. It's not working. I'm sorry, and I'm a big Hideo Itami fan. It's not working. Plus, we got too many like. It doesn't sound racist or nothing like that, but. I mean, we already got two like good Asian superstars with Nakamura, aka no speak English Nakamura, and
I'm going to address that. Okay, so
I didn't even talk about that. I'm so sorry.
Let's go back to SmackDown real quick. So the moment that Shinsuke low-blowed AJ again this week and was peering through the ring ropes like Pennywise looking out of the sewer with that demented smile on his face was the great. Like, I was like, oh my God, they have struck gold with this guy. Yes. And then him repeating, I no speak English was the greatest.
That's racist.
No speak English.
Did you see the Twitter thing with Corey Graves?
Yeah,
because he said something on Twitter, and then Corey Graves was like, "Oh, you can't speak English, but you can still type." And he's like, "Perdón, no hablo inglés."
No hablo inglés.
Nakamura is the greatest as a heel. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah,
just keep him saying no speak English. I know it sounds racist or whatever, but it works with him because it's his mannerisms. And Renee Young looked so annoyed that he keeps saying that he doesn't know English. We all know that he knows it, but fuck it. Let's just keep hitting AJ in the balls every week up into the greatest Royal Rumble.
I feel like it's the best. Like, that's the Royal Rumble I want to be a part of. I just want to watch that. Which I love AJ, so it's not like I want to see him get his nuts nagged, but at the same time, if it means we get heel knock, I feel like a knock of the nuts is okay.
Yeah,
After looking up Los Ice Creams, look up go on YouTube. No, seriously, I'm not making fun of it. I'm saying after you look that up, go on YouTube, type Jane Silent Bob Strike
Ice Cream.
Look, Jane Silent Bob Strike Back Cock Knocker, and you'll see Mark Hamill in his greatest role ever. And they're like, "Why do they call you Cock Knocker?" And he's like, "Here's why!" And he punches them in the dick with a huge fist. That's Nakamura.
Yes, I love Cock Knocker.
Cock Knocker Mora.
I'm glad I said that whole name because I didn't want to just say I love cock. But anyway, jeez.
I'm not here to judge, brother. I'm not here to judge.
All Battle Clubs for everyone.
Whoa! Wow!
I don't know if the microphones heard that, but that was amazing.
Yeah,
amazing, Pat. Wow, that's it. That's
okay,
it.
I have to okay, ready? Listen,
crack it.
Just because of that, good job, you guys.
Damn, that's number 3, girl. Ooh.
Yeah, and I have to work in the morning, but fuck it.
Welcome. Yeah. So, Danielle, can you please tell us about NXT?
And disclaimer,
in between your alcohols.
Quick disclaimer: I don't think any of us watched NXT, right? Out of the 4 of us.
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would have, but I need to pay some bills. So, okay.
Yeah,
NXT.
Unfortunately, I was playing PUBG.
Okay, we started off.
I was on the Married Marks podcast. That's what I was doing.
Oh, nice plug.
I gotta check that out.
Did you plug us?
Of course I did.
I'll have to. I didn't have a chance to listen to it. Is it up?
I don't know if it's up yet. I think it might be for a later date.
I'm already subscribed to him, so I'll check it. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, of course I did. And Shannon, the lady Mark of the Married Marks, said very wonderful things about how fun we were. And I said, well, sometimes we get a little out of hand and we get a little drunk, or they do and I do once or twice. And and then we have a that's racist alarm. And
so they treated you well, though, right? Because I don't have to throw them in the pen, right?
No. They don't go in the pen.
Okay.
And update. Corey _B_C_D_E. I don't know, whatever. He does not go in the pen either because he followed me and also said that he was going to check out Candice LeRae's other work. So congrats, he opened his mind.
He's been bonded out.
First of all, what little constitution he has. What little what little conviction he has of his own views to completely do a 180 within an hour. So I still have no respect for him. Stick by your damn opinions, I think he's wrong, but stick by your opinions.
We're hashtag not into hypocrites on this podcast.
I don't know if it's the Bible or Dante's Inferno or simply a philosopher who said this, but the deepest layers of hell are reserved for those that what is the term, that don't choose a side or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. So flip-flopping and being like, oh, I said that, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, is just as bad as saying something incendiary. So with this guy, You're going in the. I'm throwing him in the pen, right? I'm throwing.
What? No, I don't think so. I think he said perhaps I'm mistaken.
He's not even sticking by his guns for a full 60 minutes.
Trust me, you guys. He's going in the penitentiary.
Val, there's already a cell with his name on it.
I'm watching this meltdown happen, you guys. Wow. He's going in.
There's already an orange jumpsuit in triple XL for this neckbeard, and I don't care if he's not a
neckbeard.
There's an orange jumpsuit for a triple XL neckbeard.
Y'all better let him go in the penitentiary.
You know what?
My ass has to deal with this tonight, okay?
And I've seen Black Market Angry. Yeah, he's going in the fucking pen. Corey. I'm sorry.
Corey, don't even worry about it, because I'm a Capone. I got you out. Don't worry about it, brother. I got you out.
I forgot she is a Capone. I don't want no smoke.
I'll find a way to make somebody else.
Al Capone never broke out of a penitentiary sponsored and founded by Fabulous Moolah. It's a whole different ballgame.
But he died in 1947, so of course he didn't, because she was even
like
alive
35 years old in 1947.
She already had the title for 35 years. I forgot. You're right.
Yeah. She was already Grand Slam champion. All right, Danielle, tell
Corey, I got you back, brother. Don't worry.
So
NXT from a few hours ago introduced the night to Johnny Gargano's great return to the main roster. I'm happy.
NXT.
Oh, yes. I didn't finish my sentence. Thank you. Thank you, Val. We're going to just shit over that topic. Moving on to my love, Ricochet, defeating Fabian
Eichner.
Local talent.
I
like that you're so trying to be so safe. You're like, now.
Is he a Nazi?
It could be the way it's spelled. I mean, there's many ways you
can
say
hailing
it.
From the Third Reich, Fabian Eichner.
No. He's related to Admiral Akbar, is what the issue was.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Followed by a match with War Machine, but they go by their pen names called the War Raiders.
You know, Danielle, this is what we're going to do, okay? Being Chicagoans, you guys say Sears Tower, right? You don't say Willis Tower.
Yeah.
So we're going to say War Machine. We're not going to say War Raiders. That's
okay. That. So we're just going to trademark that.
But I still want to say War Raiders come out and play. I still want to do.
Yeah.
See, Patrick?
Sounds good.
I'm going to throw that comment into the penitentiary.
She is pen happy.
I love y'all. Okay, but they defeated the Metro Brothers, which is
who?
Metro and Stacy Metro.
This is like the Greasers. They're like the 1950s guys with white t-shirts, blue jeans.
And don't forget, this is what happens whenever there's a draft or a shakeup, as they call it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you lose all the massive talent that NXT has built for the whole year because they go up to the main roster, or they just die. I don't know.
You know what's funny is about 10 years ago, the name The Metro Brothers could have fit perfectly for Breezango.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. But, that's okay, so they're gonna be jobbers for the next few weeks, probably, because they're gonna build up.
Metro Brothers. That sounds like
they gotta build up
from the future. They like Demolition Men or something. I don't know. All right, whatever.
Well, they got Heavy Machinery.
I just think of Metrosexual Brothers. That's what I'm.
Wow.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was the thing in the 2000s, man.
I mean, I think it's still a thing in quotes.
I don't think they stopped.
Yeah.
I think it's not a thing. It's a lifestyle preference.
Now, if somebody has good personal hygiene and well-groomed hair, they don't say, "Oh, he's Metro." They're just like, "Oh, he's a hipster."
No, I think people are just understanding now.
Yeah,
that's
true. Cool.
Right?
That guy's a guy.
The guy takes showers every day. I approve.
Hey, what time to that?
10 years ago, my Brazilian wax would have been called metrosexual. Now it's just called clean.
Now it's
just called painful.
I'm not complaining on this.
Dude, that's what lasers are for. That's what lasers
I don't want to hear.
I get all Pat. Hey Pat, I get all my hairs threaded.
Oh
God, you and Bobby Lashley's eyebrows.
Oh no! I still, yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Well,
Do you think that's why he's definitely wearing the sweatband every show? Because he has
Right.
not moved it from his eyebrows.
Okay,
Like,
there's
not
got to
even
be
once.
some like healing situation happening because I agree with you. There's something going on that's he's trying to conceal that bullshit happening up there. I don't know.
He made a deal with the devil where he was like, "What do I need to do to get the most buffest physique ever?" And he's like, "I'll make you eternally swole, but you're gonna have the stupidest eyebrows on earth." And yes,
And Aleister Black said, "Let me tattoo your eyebrows on for you."
Oh God.
you're gonna have the wackest eyebrows ever.
I think Michael J. Fox tatted those on him.
Oh no!
Hey, Stevie Wonder, you do the right eye, I do the left.
Oh my shit!
Wow.
I'm gonna just move on and talk about Shayna Baszler talking shiznit about get in line or get out.
The whole locker room.
I'm into it. I'm into it.
So
Yeah,
I love Shayna Baszler for life.
I'm actually happy she got it.
Yeah,
she's
my favorite
fluffing up her
wrestler right now.
feathers. I'm for it. Also, I think we are all in agreement. Wow, that's a.
I love
first,
Shea
I think, right?
Bays.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna follow Shayna Baszler with the world's hairiest motherfucker match with Lars Sullivan, which his hair only is more noticeable in the beautiful light casting they show him on.
Backlighting is key for the Sullivan the backlighting, yeah.
Yes,
sure.
I see that fuzziness from a mile away. I'm for it. And he defeated Killian Dane, which we all know why, because obviously Killian Dane, being part of Sanity, got called up on Raw, and we all know NXT is filmed weeks ago. Maybe not weeks, but you know what I mean. So we're gonna
event.
That it was in a no disc. There was it was no DQ. No DQ. Whatever. And then we're gonna finish it off with the best way to close out NXT, which is our girl Candice LeRae defeating Zelina Vega. And
did you just call her De La Rey? Like De La Soul? Like what just happened there? Candice De La Rey.
She kind of
is of the LeRae.
Sounds like De La Rey. And I'm sure I've heard De La Rey before.
I've heard
it's not. It's Candice LeRae.
Candice De La Soul.
I want to call her whatever I want.
The Cupcake Killer.
Cupcake.
Yeah, the Killer Cupcake.
Candice
guys are
delicious.
I'm all fucked up.
LeRae.
Oh, delicious.
Candice Delirious LeRae. I'm gonna just come up with a bunch of shit to backtrack.
And you know what's funny is this is her first match on NXT?
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she was in the
Mae Young.
What the fuck was that called? Yes.
Yeah, Mae Young Classic.
She lost
but this is no, she didn't. She made it to the quarterfinals.
Because I remember we were pissed off. I just remember Danielle and I were pissed off. Okay, she did make. Okay, that's good. I forgot.
And we all know why. Obviously, it's to build her up in NXT, and Zelina is called up with Andrade, right?
Yeah.
Andrade.
Okay.
She's Grande. Andrade.
Andre she and Almas.
Talking like I talk. Holy shit.
Yo, my name's Grande. You know what that means, ladies?
Okay. This is why I shouldn't get drunk on the show, but anyways. Obviously we all know this is the downside of NXT though when they do these pre-recorded episodes.
But y'all, Zelina Vega. Now I've caught a case of the Danielles. I just call her Sienna Vega. She's not a wrestler. Like, come on.
She can do a great Hurricanrana.
That's true. She did like 8 of them at Takeover, so
Yeah, she did do that. I guess you're right.
But
my boy Andrade was telling me she do other things real good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
wow.
Like business, like business and stuff. Though
Can I just remind everybody listening, if you're actually still listening at this point, that the beverage of choice is named a pack of trouble.
This is yes, it's been quite a vernacular choice of nights. Anyways, okay, so they did a little. I guess advertisement, would you say, for next week? which
a
will
teaser.
Oh,
I believe they say advertisement.
Advertisement, an advertisement.
Between
Yes.
there's a match for the NXT Championship between Mr. Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano, aka Johnny Wrestling,
aka Mr. LeRae.
Hey, Daniel.
AKA Johnny Wrestling is gonna lose.
Daniel, his name. Okay, it's 2018. His name is Alistair, African American.
Oh shit! I'm sorry,
Alistair
Patrick. My apologies.
Yes.
The white NB did not censor myself. I apologize.
This is messed up, man.
Well, anyways, now that I've butchered the shit out of NXT names and the rest of my co-hosts, I'm gonna, introduce the Chicago Penitentiary transition. So whoever wants to take over.
I just want a sound effect of a cell door closing.
Okay.
Okay, that's Patrick.
Right, like I want to hear it right now.
Well, I don't.
It can be, So, guys, I haven't made a persistent list yet of who's in the pen, but I know we've got the likes of Kid Rock, Jonathan Coachman, but wearing Braun Strowman's clothes. I know we have Bobby Lashley's eyebrows. I know we have
right readers.
The pancakes.
We have diverticulitis lace.
Diverticulitis pancakes.
And hold on.
That's some nasty shit.
Let's see. Is this good here? Hold on. Wow, that was the worst sound effect ever.
What the fuck was that?
It sounded like you farted.
Yeah,
like,
it's like a fart,
like
bro.
sitting on a plastic seat. Like
all right, that's a little bit better.
That sounds like a worse fart on a plastic seat.
This is horrible. Okay, so anyways,
this is why Patrick is in charge of the sound.
What, me playing it through a tinny phone speaker doesn't sound good? Okay,
right.
So I think, it's kind of lazy and boring for me to say Twitter neckbeards or that one guy Corey that's been talking trash all night. So I'm not going to throw him in the pen, but I want to hear what you guys say. And if no one else has anything good, I'm going to throw his ass in the pen.
I'm going to throw myself.
You're going to throw yourself in there?
I'm going to throw Danielle all up in there. No, I'm just kidding.
After tonight's episode, I understand.
Wow.
So I was going to tell you guys about something that I did this weekend. Because, I love me some indie wrestling and I'm always going to shows. And I've been out of town for the last 3 months, so I haven't really been able to talk about much indie wrestling. But Friday night, I went to AAW, and it was so fucking good too. It was so good.
That Patrick Daniel, that's African American wrestling. In case you didn't know,
it's all American wrestling. Actually,
Ahmed American Federation Wrestling. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So yeah,
it's all Ahmed Johnson. It's only Ahmed Johnson.
Yes, I really wanted to go to that event.
American Amateur Wrestling.
Oh my god!
Good Lord, I'm funny tonight.
So it'll get to the penitentiary in just a sec, I promise. So there was such a good show, like ACH versus Ray Phoenix for the heavyweight championship, Besties of the World versus IO4K, the Grist brothers from Ohio. Penta El Cero Miedo versus Teddy Hart, which was about 8 minutes of that match, but it was fucking great.
Teddy Hart?
Yeah, it was really, really good. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And Teddy Hart had a busted ass elbow. I'm pretty sure that Penta dislocated it, because Teddy Hart was back by me at the bar afterwards, and he had a giant ice pack on. Eddie Kingston, Joey Janela, oh god, it was fucking good. Jessica Havoc, Sue Young, Tennille Dashwood, Hudson Envy. Who else was in it? Kimberly. Who else was there? Keith Lee. Oh, Keith Lee did a really dramatic speech about how important the indies are and how, I feel like he's going to be NXTing it up soon because he kept saying, I will bask in your glory for all my days and things like that. It sounded like a goodbye.
I think he is going to NXT. Yeah.
It was him, Desmond and Xavier, Zachary Wentz against wrestling, which is wrestling with no E, so it's just wrestling. And it's David Starr, Jeff Cobb, and it was supposed to be Trevor Lee, but it wasn't. Who was it instead? Anyway, so it was really good. It was a sick ass tag match. Keith Lee said his goodbyes, all this and that. I mean, AR Fox. Oh my god, dude, that guy. That dude. Oh my god, that dude. Seriously, I think he put Trey Miguel through a table that was set up about 2 feet away from me at the bar. Like I always lean against the bar at AAW because they end up going into the crowd all the time. At least at Bourbon Street. And fucking AR Fox did a super Spanish fly off the bar.
And that dude's huge. He's fucking like huge. I don't know how he fucking does it, but I love AR Fox, dude.
Yeah, he's AR Fox. Sammy Callahan versus DJZ. It was just fucking sick. It was so good. And then Saturday and Sunday was Shimmer tapings. And I bring this up. This is where it's coming back to the penitentiary in just a moment. So for those of you that are not aware, Shimmer is a fantastic organization that for years has been supporting women's professional wrestling. And they refer to them as Shimmer women athletes, Shimmer female athletes. Like they definitely promote the athletic side of wrestling, but there's still the whole gimmick and storylines that we all love, right? Like Sue Young made, I believe, her Shimmer debut this weekend, and it was fucking awesome. AAW Friday, Shimmer Saturday and Sunday. It was fucking gorgeous. She went up against Nicole Savoy, the queen of the suplex. She's essentially like California version of Brock Lesnar. She's fucking insane. She kept the title for the Shimmer Championship. Shazza McKenzie lost the Heart of Shimmer belt to Dust, whose tag team partner is Rosemary, that a lot of people are very familiar with. I'm not sure a lot of people know about Dust, but she is 99 pounds of she will fuck you up. It is awesome to watch. Leva Bates and Delilah Doom killed it all weekend. They did like 2 different cosplays. They did Back to the Future one night, and then Leva did Highway to the Danger Zone, Top Gun style the next night. It was just great. So cheerleader Melissa, who is a wrestling legend, was there. Shotzi Blackheart. I bought the coolest piece of wrestling merch I've ever bought. It was a pizza plate of Shotzi Blackheart. Holy fuck. Look at my Instagram and check it out because it's on there at Valfonts on Instagram. Just there's so many names that were so fantastic. Wrestlers from all over the world, all over the country. It was just phenomenal. But then there's the creepers. And Shimmer is really, really good about making sure it's family friendly. There's like a really safe environment for these women to compete in. It's not super disgusting.
Yeah.
And then there's the creepers. And you know, the term women full of binders full of women. Have you heard of this like thing?
No.
It's a thing.
Okay. Trump thing?
It's similar. It's a similar concept. No, essentially. Yeah, he did say that. Which, as soon as I heard that come out of his face, it made me think of the creepers that are obsessed with women's wrestling because they like to watch violent women and they get off on it in like an erotic way. Not just in a, damn, she's a badass motherfucker who also is attractive. Sure, whatever. You know, I mean, because I think Charlotte is drop dead gorgeous, but that's not why I'm such a fan of hers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these dudes have binders upon binders upon binders full of 8x10s of the athletes. And they sell them, you know, every wrestler sells 8x10s and they sign them. They're so nice. Like, they're so amazing. But the creepers that only come out to see the daylight because Shimmer starts taping at noon on Sundays. The creepers that never see daylight are who I want in the penitentiary because they totally legit ruin the experience for people.
Wow. And it's crazy that, you know, you brought up Shimmer. I really want to go because I am a big fan of Chris Wolf. And
she was amazing this weekend.
And I really wanted to see her. And I know they also had a signing with Alundra Blaze and Bull Nakano as well. I think that was at Pro Wrestling Tees or something like that. But yeah, like it's sad that we got these fat ass virgins and skinny ass virgins and just all these sick guys that go to these events and kind of, you know, just fuck it up. And I kind of get what you mean. Like, you know, you're there and you can kind of feel the vibe of all these creepers and these Nimrods and these sick, pathetic guys that go to these events. So, you know what? I really want to put B_Corey_ whatever in the penitentiary, but I might be. I'm with you on this one. All the fat ass neck beards that look like,
for example,
or Kevin Owens or or Jim Cornette can all go on the fucking pin.
Well, you have Nicole Matthews versus Rachel Ellering. Like, are you kidding me? That's an insane, literally sick match because Nicole Matthews was extraordinarily sick. She's from Vancouver, Canada. If you've never seen her wrestle, look her up. She's amazing. And she was like the patient zero of Shimmer. Everybody got sick this weekend. Every single wrestler got sick. Madison Eagles couldn't even perform on Sunday because she got so sick she could barely function. And she comes all the way from Australia, so we don't get to see her that often. But yeah, it was like Madison Eagles versus Kimberly versus Vanessa Craven versus Mercedes Martinez. Oh my God. Mercedes Martinez versus Vanessa Craven Sunday night. Oh, it was amazing. And they do 2 tapings. So you get like all day long badass women athletes. And, you know, sometimes when people wrestle, they grunt or they go, yeah, or like, huh, you know?
Yeah.
And these guys behind me kept going, ugh.
Oh, no. Yum.
Yeah. And I was just like, guys,
that sounds like
really?
something a neckbeard would. That's probably how neckbeards grunt. But like you said, it's so fucking disgusting. Even I think Paige Mother was there.
She was. I was gonna say, and Soraya Knight was there, and I've never seen anybody make her bleed. Soraya Knight was dripping blood all around the ring as she stalked out. What was her name? Hyen. That's who it was, from Texas, who was awesome. Hyen is awesome. She's, I want to say, based out of Houston. She did so well with such a name like Soraya Knight. It was amazing. I also bought one of Soraya's shirts. I can't figure out exactly where I'm going to wear it, but I think I might wear it Friday to Zello Pro because it says, it's like a skull with 2 middle fingers saying, fuck you, let's play. And then on the back, it says something about, I'll kick you in the cunt. Like, it's amazing. But I'm just like, ooh,
yeah,
that's a shirt.
Speaking of Zello Pro, I got 2 comments. Number 1, shout out to Pat Monix, who a Chicago boy here who
made his AAW debut.
And on Instagram, on our account, asked, when am I going to get to be on?
Hey,
for the show. So we're going to get him on at some point. So shout out to him. That's number 1. Number 2, Danielle and I were at the first Zello Pro show about a year ago or whatever. And at the main event was Tessa Blanchard versus was it Kylie Ray? I think
it was. Yeah.
And there was one guy, and I'm sure he's a cool guy. Okay, but the whole match. Okay, keep in mind.
He was at the Ring of Honor show.
He was, and I'm sure he's all over the indies, and maybe Val, you even know this guy. I don't even know him. If you see him, you probably know him. But this guy, I mean, he's sitting in the front row. There's maybe 40 people at the show. You know, it was the first event. It was in a banquet hall. You know, that's fine. The whole match, okay, he's screaming at the top of his lungs, "Yeah, baby girl, you got this, baby. Oh, Tessa, we love you, baby. Oh, yeah, like baby girl," over and over again. And I'm like,
doesn't he know that didn't work for Paige? That ain't working for him.
Well, and he's in the front row in a 40 or less person show. Like, she clearly hears you. If you talk and your inside voice, they're going to hear you in the ring, you know? And the whole time I'm cringing. By the time the show is done and they're doing like a meet and greet, I didn't even want to approach her because I'm like, oh, it's just going to look like a guy looking to be like, hey, can I get an autograph? You know, so yes, like that is absolutely a great induction into the penitentiary because it's this is why we can't have nice things because of guys like that. So and I'm not saying this guy was guilty of that, but it just creates that really gross atmosphere. So and it's not a social justice warrior thing. This is like literally like, come on, if there's girls wrestling, be grown up about it. And that's all. We're done with puppies. You know, that's done. Yeah. We're done.
Not just because Jerry the King Lawler had a stroke recently, but that's cool. Whatever.
But so guys, in the home stretch of the show. So I think women's wrestling creepers. Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is a really horrifying cell we've got going in there now. So
it's not supposed to be fun, brother. It's not supposed to be terrible.
Fun. So, guys,
Corey, I saved you from the banishment of this creep cell.
Yeah. Oh, if he keeps it up next week, he'll be in there. Don't worry.
Nah, I feel like he's a good dude. I think he really just doesn't know.
And we're gonna put him in a women's wrestling outfit, so these guys are gonna think that he's a female wrestler. So, guys, every single week, the self-proclaimed belt collector, Austin Aries, goes from promotion to promotion to promotion, collecting belts, winning belts. He has upwards of a dozen titles now. And every week, we have an inside source at the Austin Aries camp, and we know before anyone else what his latest title win is. And guys, I'm proud to tell you this week I have the inside scoop, guys. Okay.
Oh, please tell us.
Yes.
So we know that next week is the great, quote unquote, greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. Okay. But we know that Vince McMahon is trying to get into that Middle Eastern market, right? He tried last year with India, and now he's trying with Saudi Arabia. That's fine. However, Austin Aries was one step ahead of the curve. Okay. He already went to the Middle East last week. And guys, you are now looking at, when you look at Austin Aries, he won the Agrabah Wrestling Kingdom. That's AWK for those of you not to know. He won the Agrabah Wrestling Kingdom Royal Championship against their top star, Jafar the Rock Abdullah, in an Arabian Nights match.
Oh no!
On the 160th floor of the Burj Khalifa. Of course, that is the tallest building in the world. That
Sears Tower for life.
The Sears Tower. Yes, and so I already have a chip on my shoulder about it. But on the 160th floor of the Burj Khalifa, he won the Royal Championship. Go ahead.
So Jafar's valet didn't interrupt, right? Because I feel like Iago is always up on his shit.
No, Val, please be mature about this. This is not the evil Vizar from Aladdin. This is a professional wrestler in the Middle East. It is their top guy, Jafar the Rock Abdullah, okay? And he fought. He had a great match. Austin Aries came out victorious. He is the belt collector, of course. On the 160th floor of the tallest building in the world, he won the belt, and he literally, not figuratively, he literally got on a magic carpet, which is part of the prize given to the Royal Championship winner, and he flew back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin on the same night. It doesn't get better than Austin Aries. That's your weekly Austin Aries update.
That's pretty wild. I have no words for that.
You guys are just hating on him.
No, I want to. Yeah, I mean, congratulations.
Gift.
I just am so amazed about how racist this whole match was.
Hey, the AWK has been around for hundreds.
Yeah, congratulations to Austin Aries for winning the AWK Royal Championship in an Arabian's Night match. I can't.
God,
kudos. You can never watch it. It wasn't videotaped because that is banned in Saudi Arabia.
You know what's crazy is that I think every week I'm going to tweet him, congratulating him on these belts.
Oh my God, we should. All four of us should tweet the exact same thing.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like I see him wrestle too often too.
Yeah, because he's gonna definitely be like, hey,
I'll have like a restraining order against me, and then I can't go to wrestling. I just can't. I can't function, guys.
Yeah. I guarantee you, if you said to him, hey, Austin, I watched you win that one belt last week, he'd be like, which one?
Yeah.
Like he actually don't. I guarantee, right? If you're like, if you catch him when he's tired, he won't know what all the belts are that he has.
I feel like if I said the AWK Royal Championship, he'd go, "Oh yeah, that was pretty sweet."
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a good time had by all.
Yeah, that's wild. Wow. Congratulations, Austin Aries. You're the AWK Royal Champion. Yeah, I guess shit. Is that's the end of the show?
That's
shit.
That cuts 12. It. That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait for my Reign in Blood Roman Reigns shirt. to arrive.
Oh yeah, it's good, right? I told you, dude.
Yes, Val hooked me up and sent me the link to it. I think it's in the WhatsApp app. This is probably going to be the only Roman Reigns shirt that I'll wear because the people over in Stamford, Connecticut, or wherever the fuck the warehouse is, they don't know how to make WWE shirts. Now, before we go off the air, I do have a beef. Okay, so WWE, they're trying to merge their their clothes with streetwear, which is, like the stuff that the rappers wear and the name brand stuff like Supreme and
the rappers. Did you just say the rappers?
That's racist.
The stuff that the rappers wear.
Yeah, that's I sounded
They're called urban artists.
Yeah, the urban musicians. So they're trying to branch over because you got shitheads like Peter Rosenberg and stuff. That's kind of, like how he's on Hot 97. So they're trying to merge WWE with streetwear stuff. Now I have no problem with it, but if you're going to have the guys that make the designs in WWE do this stuff, there's no way in hell I'm buying any of that merchandise. They need to leave that stuff to the people that actually like be in the streets and know what people are wearing. And I think WWE should fire everyone that makes those shirts, because like I said, I look at this Rain and Blood shirt and it's amazing. I've never seen a Roman Reigns shirt like this, and I can't wait to wear it. So I wish I knew the website again. I would give them a shout out, but maybe I'll do it next week when I actually have the shirt, because I think it arrives in May. So, oh no, I won't have it because it's April 18th. Holy shit. I need to leave the devil's spinach alone. I thought it was like April 28th or some shit. I don't know. Pardon me. But yeah, I mean, I guess this next week of wrestling, we just got to wait and see.
Oh, it's from Lapel, yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, there it is.
Lapel, yeah, has the best stuff. Can I just tell you honestly? I have my nightstand next to my bed has maybe like 45 or 48 pins that I've ordered over the years, because I have to rotate them, because you can't wear the same shit every day, right?
No, you can't.
And the majority of my pin drawer is Lapel, yeah, pins. Like, they are phenomenal. They do such good work. They have such awesome shit. So yeah, check them out, lapelyeah.com. And usually if you order something, then they send you a coupon for your next order is like X amount percentage off, depending on what you ordered, you know?
Well, they made some more. Yeah, they made some more shirts. I'm all for it, because like I said, that Roman Reigns shirt knocked it right out the park. And I want to buy one before they make a cease and desist for them or something like that. I don't know. But
well, like, between Slayer and WWE, somebody's gonna tap down on the Rain and Blood.
Yeah. So and yeah, neckbeards, don't get excited about Val talking about her bedroom, okay?
Wrestling pins, dude. There's a reason why I'm single, because what's in my nightstand drawer? A bunch of wrestling pins. There you go.
That's what you want to call. Hey, I'm not judging you there.
Hashtag reasons why I'm single.
So
I'm trying
there
to
you have it.
Sexually clever, and I can't.
I can't either. But neckbeards.
Oh, they have a pin that's Born to Botch.
Oh yeah, I did see that one. It's like the Monday Night Raw type.
Like Raw's War.
Speaking of the word botch, like, can we just take a moment to talk about Botchamania for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
Can we take a moment?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I just
we got a few minutes. I'm not doing shit. I don't have anything to do.
We still have like 10 minutes left on our time.
My favorite moments from the most recent upload of Botchamania was the page element where it was a Simpsons clip, and wait, actually,
no. It was that time where Stephanie McMahon got in the limo.
Oh, that's right. Yes, and Matthew inserted that page here. That little clip in
Page here.
SF1F clip of Stephanie McMahon yelling at the limo driver, and it was the highlight of Botchamania and the highlight of this month for me. And I just have to give a nice shout out to Matthew at Botchamania.
I love Botchamania. I really
so
love
good.
Botchamania. I haven't watched it in a couple weeks, but
you need to watch this last one. It was the WrestleMania one. It's like 25 minutes or some shit like that, but worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to check it out. And I guess while we have a little time, I do want to talk about. Well, not talk about. I just want to list the podcasts that I've been listening to. So I've listened to Talk is Jericho with Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven. That is a good one. So check that one out. Going in Raw is a good show as well. What else? Shit, I should have had this shit ready. Oh shit, it looks like Ryback is
a moron.
Yeah, he is a moron, but it looks like he
I used to love him.
Yeah, it looks like he's back to hosting it himself. His show used to be so great, and then him and Pat Buck kind of fell out, and then he added this porn star, which she does exceptional work. Just saying, I just looked it up for research purposes because I didn't know who the hell she was, and I looked her up and stuff like that, and they started talking more about sex than wrestling, so I kind of tuned out of that. Anyway, oh shit, I was gonna mention X-Pac. I forgot who was on the show with him. Cody. It was Cody Rhodes. That was a good episode as well. Stone Cold had a good one too. I don't want to press play because you're gonna hear, oh, this is Stone Cold Steve Austin, and you're listening to the Steve Austin show, and so I didn't want to do all that. So that's what I've been listening to. So good, a lot of good podcasts out there. To listen to if you want to know the stuff behind the business. And I'm really afraid of Bruce Pritchard being on the WWE network.
I am too. I haven't watched it yet. I'm nervous.
Yeah,
I think it started tonight.
Yeah, he said that they have free reigns to talk about anything. There's 3 things they won't mention though. They won't talk about the Ring Boy incident, they won't talk about Owen Hart's death, and they won't talk about the Chris Benoit murders. But they will talk about Chris Benoit as the wrestler. And apparently they got free reign to do what they want on the show. So hopefully it's a good show. I'm going to try to check it out tonight if it started on the WWE network. But that's definitely my favorite podcast. Yeah, Bruce Pritchard's podcast is probably the greatest podcast to ever be invented.
Oh,
invented.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you got WWE Network, and I know a lot of you neckbeards do, pull out your phone. And if you can't watch it on your phone, pull it out on your fucking Fire Stick or wherever you watch your nastiness, and check it out.
By nastiness, we mean wrestling.
Yes, nastiness wrestling. Yeah. Come on, baby girl.
Val, which episode?
No!
Val, which episode of Married Marks were you on? Was it the WrestleMania episode?
No, we just did it tonight. So we were going to do it last week, but due to scheduling conflicts, because life and also work and stuff, we just did it tonight before I did this. And last week I did wrestling talk and randomness. It's a couple of my friends that go to a lot of the indie shows here in Chicago. They just started. They did like 127 episodes or something like that. They just randomly started talking about wrestling and putting it on Facebook. So you can definitely find them on Facebook. They just tonight finally put out a Twitter. So it's WTAR, the number 4, life, wrestling talk and randomness for life, WTAR for life. So you can go on their Facebook and check them out. Let me see what their Facebook thing is. I want to say it's under Wrestle Talk and Random. Yeah, Wrestling Talk and Randomness.
And Incidental Nerd.
Yeah, those are 2 of my buds. They're definitely part of the Monix Mafia, the We Are Monix, And they just do this thing. They put it on Facebook Live and just talk. And sometimes there's, specific things to talk about. And then sometimes it's just a bunch of, randomness. And tonight they actually had a special event. They normally only do it on Fridays, which is when I did it with them. I think not this past Friday because I was at AEW, but the previous Friday. They had 2 Heels and a Face, which is another podcast that I listen to sometimes. And that's at 2 Heels and a Face on Twitter. But it's usually just a lot of fun and talking about wrestling. So it's kind of nice.
Hell yeah.
And definitely check them out. They're good dudes. They definitely support the indie wrestling scene, and they're just fun. And they also work very closely with Chive On Chicago, and they raise a lot of money for charity. So I really like these dudes. They're good people. They would not be in the Chicago Penitentiary. They are amazing. Yeah.
Well, everyone's guilty until proven innocent, pal.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, and I think all the people she's talking about is white, so that's definitely true.
No, they're not. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I think I was the only white person on the time that I was on it, honestly, to be real.
Holy shit.
Also, big
Wait,
time
Val, you're white?
I mean, I'm half honky, yeah, for sure.
You said it, not me. Okay. Anyway.
Pat, I think you just sabotaged that whole phrasing of that sentence.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck? I was caught off guard. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I still love you. I'm very much a mutt, like our good friend Ivan.
Sorry, guys. That's the alarm.
Oh, the alarm to cut off the show.
That's the midnight alarm. Oh my god! Either that or everyone's breaking out of the pen.
Oh yeah, that would be that. Yeah.
Which is funny because I just found a meme of Roman covered with the crimson mask, and it says when your alarm goes off the morning after WrestleMania, and it's a picture of Crimson Roman.
Oh man.
Pretty good.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's the end of the show. If the siren's ringing, that means we don't have nothing else to fucking talk about. Thank you once again for
props to Pat Monix.
Yeah, Pat Monix, man. Please, if you're ready to come on the show, it's whatever, man. I don't have shit to do, so we can do it whenever. The podcast.
Yeah, I'll talk to him on Friday. But yeah, the wrestling talk and randomness that I was on was episode 125. I'll talk to Monix Friday, and I'll talk to you guys next week.
Yes, of course. And once again, you can find me at _Patrick Pryor because some shithead took my Twitter name, Patrick Pryor, and hasn't tweeted for 9 years. And I've been trying to contact Twitter, but
put him in the pen.
Yeah. Maybe next week. If it was my choice, he would be killed in the Chicago Penitentiary and buried. But yeah. So on IG, Patrick.Pryor. Yeah, that's about it. Of course, Val's at Val Capone. Danielle is at Viva Danielle or La Flama Blanca, and Black Market Ivan is at, guess what? Black Market Ivan. So yeah, we will catch you.
Those ice creams.
Oh yeah, yes, for sure. And yeah, I think that's it. That's all I gotta say, and I'm just gonna let whatever music I pick play us out. I might